Hey, what's up, UH Nation? This is Tyler Klein coming at you in Parker, Colorado, the Ultimate Hoops Cash Tournament. I'm here with the Rig.
Big Rig.
Big Rig, our guest statistician for the day. I wouldn't really say guest because you're getting paid for it, but
Well, that's the plan.
that's the plan, at least. So we had our first ever cash tournament. We ended up only having 4 teams, but not a bad way to
Okay.
start.
Big money, big prizes.
Big money, big prizes. So the winning team got $1,000 cash. So out of those 4 teams, obviously 1, 2, 3 was their team name. They came
Correct.
to win it by, what do you think their average margin of victory was?
Oh, the first one, if they finished that game, it would have been 45 points
45 points.
easily.
Easily a 45 points. So they had a pretty stacked team.
It
Would
was
you
pretty
say?
loaded. It was
Pretty
pretty
loaded.
loaded. You got a lot of international basketball experience there. You got some college experience. Plus, they played together, so potentially some pro experience coming up.
Yeah. They so this team had Matt Bolden played 4 years at Gonzaga. Was what, fourth all-time leading scorer in Gonzaga history.
Something like that. Yeah.
Jimmy Bartolotta played at MIT. Was the nation's second leading scorer when he played 1 year with 29 points a game. He also plays overseas. Word on the street is that Matt is actually going overseas, but the Lakers are supposed to be coming in town tomorrow to give him
That's
a tryout.
the rumor. That's the UH rumor.
It's the UH rumor.
What do you think of that?
We're speeding up that rumor. So let's throw down a gauntlet real quick. You and I talked earlier. All right,
Yes.
you take that team versus the Decision from Colorado
Oh,
Springs.
that like the family team that's in the Springs.
Yeah,
A bunch of guys that kind of play together.
yeah, those guys.
Okay.
The guys that only want to play together. They don't want to play with anybody else.
Yes.
Who wins out of those 2 teams?
The Decision by themselves. They have no additions.
No additions.
That team wins.
That team wins.
That team's a much better shooting team. Their bigs shoot from the outside. Bolden, who's 6'4", 6'5", 240, was 7 of 16 in the
Solid
last game.
muscle.
7 threes in the last
7
game.
threes.
I don't see Allen shooting 7 threes. I know Will Starks never did that. Pretty sure Corey's not going to do that. So, I mean, you got 3 bigs on the Decision that aren't going to hit from outside. Now, obviously, Bird, Marco, those guys can, but they're not their bigs. So, you got to have one of those bigs is going to have to guard Bolden, and they can't guard him on the three-point line. So,
And he can blow by.
he could blow by him too.
What So let's talk about some of the other dudes on 1, 2, 3. You had Vercel.
Purcell, who did put down, I think, 4 dunks in the first game, and one of them was nasty. I mean, he just rose up. I don't want to say who was on, because the doubtless wouldn't like that if I mentioned
Yeah.
who he dunked on. But yeah, it was pretty nasty in that first game. So Vercel doesn't look like he has the hops, but he just, one quick step, boom.
Solid muscle.
Solid, and they had Marvin.
Marvin who
Marvin,
jumped
who
out of
didn't
the gym.
play in the final game. Now, he's just one of them freaky little, 20-type-year-old athletic kids who's 6'6", crazy wingspan.
Yeah.
He was getting offensive putbacks left and right without doing much.
True.
So,
So in your opinion, they beat the Decision. Is it a close game?
it depends. Nobody really fouled Jeremy's team. So, nobody really fouled 1, 2, 3. Now, I think the Decision, they're a tougher team. I just don't know how does 1, 2, 3 respond if they get fouled hard.
Yeah.
We never saw it today. Nobody on the other teams was willing to put the wood on them. That's where the rig would have been beneficial. 'Cause I don't mind putting the wood on
the wood
either.
down.
Put the wood on them. But if that happens, I'm curious to see how 1, 2, 3 responds.
I'm with you. I think though, here's the concern I have for 1, 2, 3 that I think where the Decision can get them. The Decision has the ability to turn the game into 94 feet of a basketball. They're gonna pressure in the full court. What do you think, Jeremy Grev and a Jimmy Bartolotta, that they can get through because those 2 guys, Jimmy's deceivingly athletic, so is Jeremy, but they're not Ryan Little, Bird, Marco athletic. They can't. I think
No,
the
but
Decision
Jimmy,
can get them.
Jimmy he split quite a few double teams. He's kind of like that Rudy Fernandez where he can split.
Jimmy
double-
Chitwood,
I don't know
Hoosiers.
what he does. What do you want? But Jimmy looks like he could definitely split double teams. I play with Jeremy enough to know that he's not going to get himself in a position where he's going to get trapped. So if the trap's coming, Jeremy will pass out of it. This is a pretty smart team.
Gotcha.
So
I would say the gauntlet's kind of been thrown down. I mean, I talked to Jeremy a little bit, and I know that the guys down south in Colorado Springs, you guys were supposed to be down up here. Some things came up, and he didn't end up making it.
here's the reality. Do they want to play the best people in the state? Because they could have had a chance to do some of that today.
True.
If they want to keep playing down there and keep rolling over the same people they've been rolling over, then have fun. But the reality, true champions want to keep meeting better and better talent all the time. They came up once last year for the state tournament. That was nice. You had a few teams that were hindered, so they brought 9, like we had 6. It wasn't exactly what's up. But if the decision really wants to see what's up in the state of Colorado, play that team.
There you go. Decision, there you have it. You have a Big Rig laying down the gauntlet. You know what? You're my boys, but I'm going to have to agree with them. You guys want to continue to be the best, you got to come up here and start playing the best team. So this is it from the Cash Tourney. Thanks, Rick. Appreciate all your help today.
Big money, big prizes.
Big money, big prizes. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.